Fight Club 25, we in here, man. Dean Lornegan, man, promoter for Joseph Parker, has went on record and said that Andy Ruiz Jr. is a tougher fight than David Haye, and that David Haye is easy work, man. That's what he said in a nutshell. David Haye would be easy work for Joseph Parker, and Andy Ruiz Jr. is a tougher fight. That is kind of a big statement, man. That's a telling statement, especially with Andy Ruiz Jr. being the less accomplished fighter, man. Let's talk about David Haye real quick, man. I gotta open this up, man, and dissect this and really look at this. David Haye is the first British boxer to unify cruiserweight division, man. He won 3 out of 4 of the world titles. In addition to unifying at the cruiserweight division, he would go up to the heavyweight division and win a title there, man. And there's only 2 fighters that have ever done that, unified at cruiserweight and then go on to the heavyweight division and win a title. And that other guy, aside from David Haye, is Evander Holyfield. So he's in good company, man. He's in good company. Unifying the cruiserweight division, winning a world title at the heavyweight division, man. That's pretty much David Haye's legacy, man. See, after he left cruiserweight, he was talking some smack about the heavyweight division. He was saying it was pathetic. He was calling out Klitschko, man, pretty much, man. He said that back then, he was saying that the champs are an embarrassment, the heavyweight champions are an embarrassment. He was talking a lot of smack, man. It was a different David Haye than the one we know today. So his first fight up when he left cruiserweight would beat Monty Barrett, man. Him and Monty Barrett, they fought at heavyweight. For you New Zealanders, man, let me talk a little bit about Monty Barrett real quick, not to go off topic. But Monty Barrett, he fought David Tua twice, man. Twice. The first time it was a draw. They fought in America in Atlantic City. The second time they fought in Auckland, New Zealand, man. And it went the whole 12 rounds. David Tua would knock Monty Barrett down in the 12th round and break his jaw. But Monty Barrett would get up and go on to win a unanimous decision, man, right in David Tua's backyard, man, right in Auckland, New Zealand, which set the people on fire, man. That's a notable moment in the history of Monty Barrett, man. You could look him up, look that fight up. I'm sure some of you remember him. But that was David Haye's first fight in the heavyweight division, man. His second fight would be Nikolai Valuev, who he won the WBA title from. Nikolai Valuev looks like somebody out of Game of Thrones, man. This dude doesn't even look human, man. It went the whole 12. Like I said, this guy was huge, man. A huge guy who's never been knocked down ever, man. Really big guy. But David Haye got in there with him, man, and took the WBA title from him. And would later lose it to Vladimir Klitschko. A couple of years later, he would finally get his fight with Klitschko, and he would lose his WBA title, man. And since then, since his loss to Klitschko in 2011, he's fought Derek Chisora in 2012. He beat Derek Chisora. And recently, he fought 2 unknown guys. David Haye has been doing nothing. He's had like months and months and months of inactivity, man. He's just not the same David Haye as the one of old. You know, he's not active at all. It just seems to me as if he's looking for a big payday. But still in all, man, he's still somewhat of an accomplished fighter. And for all of that, Dean Lornegan insists that he is an easier fight than Andy Ruiz Jr., man. What do you guys think, man? That's what I want to know. I'm going to tell you what Fight Club 25 thinks, and I'm going to be honest with you. Vintage David Haye, the David Haye who was just moving up into the heavyweight division, fighting Joseph Parker, that would be a very good fight, man. David Haye right now, fighting Joseph Parker all day, man. Joseph Parker all day, and I'm gonna tell you why, man. David Haye is too inactive. He's not been fighting anybody. He hasn't been testing himself or pushing himself. He's just not that same guy. I don't see the fire in his eyes. And another thing, man, his chin, which is rarely talked about. David Haye's chin is kind of suspect, man. He has been stopped at cruiserweight, man, a while ago. Back in the days, he fought Carl Thompson, and he was stopped by Carl Thompson in the 5th round, man. And this is at cruiserweight. And he's been down in another fight. I forgot who it was that knocked him down. He's touched the canvas, man. He's touched the canvas. So a puncher like Joseph Parker, man, it'll be an interesting fight, man. It'll be an interesting fight. But I have Joseph Parker beating David Haye. But right now, Joseph Parker has Andy Ruiz Jr. in front of him, man, and he has to get past that guy before we can even start talking about David Haye, man. But I thought I would talk about it, being that Dean Lornegan went on record and said how he feels about it. Let me know how you feel, man. Fight Club 25.